I remember sitting at my desk, the smell of burnt coffee in the air, scrolling through my family's group chat, the one I wasn't supposed to see. My mother had accidentally included me when she sent the final confirmations for the Hawaii Christmas trip. I stared at the message like it was written in another language. Flights booked, hotel rooms reserved, my sister's name first on the list, mine absent. It wasn't an oversight. It was a decision. And that decision came from her, Emily, my sister, the one who cried on my couch when her marriage almost collapsed. The same couch she and her husband still sat on rent-free in my house. When Emily's husband lost his job 2 years ago, they came to me. All smiles, all apologies. Just for a few months, she'd said, her hand gripping mine. I didn't hesitate. Family helps family. I converted my guest suite into their little apartment, even paid their utilities. I worked late nights, covered their share of groceries, listened to Emily's endless rants about stress. He thought I was being kind, thought I was holding our family together. Funny how delusion feels like love when you're too tired to notice the cracks. The betrayal didn't hit me all at once. It unfolded slowly like a cruel play. First came the phone calls that ended when I entered the room. Then my parents' vague excuses. Oh, it's just complicated right now, honey. Finally, the truth arrived wrapped in carelessness. My mother's text. Please don't bring this up to Emily. She feels uncomfortable having you on the trip. Uncomfortable. I paid her bills, housed her husband, and she was uncomfortable with my presence. I didn't confront anyone. I didn't scream or cry. I just sat there motionless. My pulse slowed. My thoughts cleared. That was the moment I stopped being family and started being strategy. Revenge doesn't always need fire. Sometimes it needs silence. First I called my lawyer. The house deed was in my name alone. The agreement for them staying verbal, meaning they were guests. Guests could be asked to leave at any time. I waited a week, let them pack for Hawaii, watched Emily parade her new swimsuits through my hallway, humming Christmas songs. Her husband joked about my ties and not needing a budget this year. They didn't know their countdown had started. The night before their flight, I waited until they were asleep. I printed a formal notice. Request to vacate premises. Not legally required, but poetic enough for the moment. At 6:08 a.m., I woke them calmly. You both need to leave today. Emily blinked, mascara smudged, confusion dripping from her voice. What are you talking about? We have a flight in 5 hours. I nodded. Yes, you do. From your own address, I hope. Her husband tried to talk over me, babbling about timing, family, forgiveness. I held up the paper. You've lived here rent-free for 18 months. I think that's long enough. Her face fell. The silence that followed was worth every sleepless night. They packed fast, swearing under their breath. My name twisted into curses and disbelief. I didn't help. Didn't even look their way. When they left, I locked the door behind them. The sound of the latch clicking felt like the world exhaling. The calls started that afternoon. First Mom, then Dad, then Emily again. Ellen Yord. My voicemail filled up with excuses. You shouldn't have done that before Christmas. You could have talked it out. She didn't mean it that way. But she did, and they knew it. They'd chosen to protect her feelings over my dignity, so I protected my peace over theirs. They came back from Hawaii weeks later, broke and humiliated. Apparently, the trip wasn't what they'd hoped. Fights, cancellations, hotel issues. Karma has exquisite timing. When they returned to find my number blocked, they came in person, stood at my door like strangers. Emily's voice cracked when she said, "We have nowhere else to go." I looked her dead in the eyes. Then maybe you should have thought of that before you decided I didn't belong. I closed the door. This time, there was no hesitation. Now, months later, the house is quiet, peaceful, my own. Sometimes I still get messages, desperate ones from my parents, guilt-laced ones from Emily. They all start the same way. Can we talk? But I've learned that forgiveness isn't owed. Not to people who exclude you for convenience, then crawl back when their comfort collapses. I used to think revenge was about anger. It's not. It's about clarity. I didn't destroy them. I just stopped saving them. And that I've realized hurts far more. They're still begging. I'm still silent. And for the first time in years, I finally feel like I belong. Not to them, but to